Hey friends, CJ here with Prodigy Creations, and today I'm going to be doing a microphone shootout. In today's competition is the tried and true Shure SM58 versus the budget-friendly Behringer Ultravoice XM8500. That is such a mouthful to say. So these are two very similar microphones, but they're also two very different price ranges. The Shure mic is currently priced at $99, and the Behringer mic kind of floats around in price, but usually it's around the $20 price range. So what I've done for this video is I've recorded a few instruments with each microphone. I recorded bass, electric, and acoustic guitar, once with the Shure SM58 mic, and then another time with the Behringer mic. I positioned the mics in the same way each time. The amp settings stayed the same each time, so this will be a very fair comparison between these two different mics. I will also be releasing a second part to this mic shootout very soon, where I will go more in depth with how these two different mics sound on vocals. So stay tuned for that, but until then, let's get into today's microphone shootout between the Shure SM58 and the Behringer XM8500. There you have it, friends, a fair side-by-side audio comparison of the Shure SM58 and the Behringer XM8500. To wrap up today's shootout, I'm going to make a final scorecard to see which mic is the true winner. I'll be judging it based off of 5 categories, which is loudness, style, value, tone, and quality. The winner of each category will get 1 point, and the mic with the most points by the end of it will win the competition. So when it comes to loudness, I actually have to give a point to the Behringer. Every time I recorded with the two different mics, I recorded it using my audio interface into my computer, and there's gain knobs on the audio interface that I use that helps you set the level. I did not adjust this anytime when I was recording. It stayed the same for each microphone, and it seemed pretty consistently that every time the Behringer mic was the one that recorded a more louder signal. So I'm going to give a point to the Behringer for that. Next category is style. This one's pretty tricky, I'm not going to lie, because I do love the completely blacked out look of the Behringer mic. I would kind of like to see a Shure SM58 with that color, and maybe that exists and I just don't know about it. But as far as the aesthetic and all of that, I would be crazy to not give it to the SM58. So give a point to the SM58 for style. Next category for value, I have to give a point to the Behringer. While in my opinion, the Behringer XM8500 might not be as good as the Shure SM58, it doesn't mean it's a bad mic. If you're judging it solely based on itself, it's a good mic in and of itself. If you are looking for something you can record with or even use in a live setting and you want it to sound good, but you don't want to spend $99, then the Behringer XM8500 is a great choice. Again, I don't know the exact price of it currently, but I've always seen it floating around the $20 price tag range. So definitely a much more budget-friendly option, and it's a great mic. So for value, a point has to go to the Behringer. Next category we're scoring for is tone. And this is where it gets tricky because audio is very subjective. And as I mentioned before, even if I don't like the Behringer as much as the Shure, it doesn't mean it's not a good mic. So this is gonna get tricky, but this is a shootout, so we are gonna score it. So I will judge it. I will judge the tone based off of the recordings I personally got from this video, and we'll judge it based off of each instrument. So if there has to be a winner for which one sounded better on the bass guitar recording I got, I am giving a point to the Behringer. I feel like the Behringer was better at picking up the low ends, which is what the bass guitar relies on. So for that reason alone, I'm gonna give a point to the Behringer. Now onto electric guitar, I have to give a point to the Shure, because for the same reasons that the Behringer picked up the low end better on the bass, the Shure microphone picked up a lot more of the mid and treble ranges in the electric guitar amp. And it sounded much better to me. So I'm going to give a point to Shure for that category. And for acoustic, I gotta say the same thing. I gotta give a point to Shure for the same reasons as the electric. It picks up the mids and the treble much better to my ears. So we are at the final showdown. We have a 3-3 tie with the Behringer and the Shure microphones. So the last topic we will judge it on, and the deal breaker, will be quality. And I have to give a point to Shure for quality. The Shure SM58 mic is just a legendary mic. It has been a fan favorite for well over 50 years, and there's a reason for that. It sounds great. It's durable as heck. I've also been blessed to be able to do live audio, so I have come across the SM58 quite a bit in my time with audio, and I have used SM58s that were dented in, and they may have not sounded as great as this one would, but it still worked, still sounded good. They can take a beating, they last forever. I mean, the Shure brand speaks for itself. If you're looking for a high quality mic that will last you for a very long time, it has to be the Shure SM58 over the Behringer. There you have it. The Shure SM58 is the fair winner between this mic shootout video. But listen, is the Behringer still worth it? It depends on your outlook. So if the question is this a good mic that you can record with or use in a live setting, and will it sound good? As I said before, yes, this mic will be a great choice for you, especially if you're looking for a budget-friendly option. And also, like I said before, make no mistake, this is a good microphone that you can get a great sound from. I have used this very mic to record a lot of my music. I have also used it a ton for my voiceover work in my videos. So I have used it a lot and I've really enjoyed it. So it definitely gets my seal of approval. Just because it didn't win the competition today doesn't mean I think it's a bad mic. If you're looking into purchasing it, I would highly recommend it. It's a great mic. But if the question is, does the Behringer sound the same as the Shure SM58? Then I say definitely not. As I mentioned before, the Behringer seemed to pick up more of the low end, which is why I liked it better on the bass guitar amp. But the Shure picked up way more of the pleasant mid-range and the treble range of the electric and the acoustic guitar. And maybe it sounds better on vocals too. I'm not sure. You're gonna have to tune in for part 2 of this mic shootout to see how that holds up. So if you're absolutely wanting to get the Shure SM58 sound, then you have to buy the Shure SM58. There's a reason it's been around so long and why it's been so beloved for many years. It just has a great sound, a great build, and it cannot be duplicated. Thank you for watching today, friends. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you have any questions. If you want to be a part of my audio fam, hit that subscribe button and we'll hang out more often. And don't forget to tune in to part 2, where I'm going to compare the Shure SM58 with the Behringer XM8500 against each other on vocals. Till next time, my friends. Yeah, you liked that, didn't you?